During our recent trip to Aruba, we talked to Beth about one of the most dramatic events that happened around the time of Natalie Holloway's disappearance, when we came face to face with Joran van der Sloot's parents inside their home. What do you think of the van der Sloots? Well, they invited us in. That was unusual. I mean, the whole thing, I guess it was...
Anybody home? Hello? Is anybody home? You got company. Knock, knock. Hi.
Another dog. There's somebody. Hi.
Hi. Anybody home?
There's a guy right there. Hey.
I see you in the bushes. Hello? We just want to give you some cards. Hi. I'm Natalie's mom. I just want to give you a prayer card. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm Natalie's mom.
Please come in.
Yes.
Okay. Come in, please.
How do we come in?
Hi. Greta Van Susteren.
Yes.
Thank you. This is Beth.
Yes, come in. But please stop the cameras, okay? Stop the cameras.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess they invited us in to get away from the cameras because there were cameras outside.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. He was obviously... we had to kind of coax him into it. I had to call him out of the bushes, Greta.
Well, that's true. He was sort of lurking, trying to figure out who we were.
Yeah, but I think that I don't know. I don't know. I think he just wanted to. I have any idea. I'm just glad that I got in there. I feel like for me, it was just the affirmation of yes, he possesses knowledge of what happened to my daughter. I mean, it gave.
He meaning Paul or Joran?
He meaning Paula.
The father.
Yeah. I think that was my affirmation. When I left that home that day, I felt 100% certain that yes, he has information and he knows what happened to Natalie. I mean, he possesses information as to her disappearance. Yes. That's what I walked away with from that meeting, and I'm so glad that I got to do that.
How about Anita, the mother of Joran that day? What do you think of her?
She doesn't have any idea.
You know, from my perspective, it was like she wept. She sat and wept the whole time. Paula started profusely, and those were the two things that stood out. And you were just quietly listening to Anita cry and weep, and you were sort of stoic and said yes, and sort of consoling, but I need information about my daughter.
Yeah, well,
you didn't break a stride.
Well, I certainly wasn't going to match her good boy remarks with my good girl remarks. You know, I thought just let her vent, let her, just let her have the floor for as long as she needed to. I think she talked for 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, there was no point in me trying to, as I said, match her remarks with good girl remarks with her good boy remarks about Joran.
It was quite, there was one point which was quite graphic about what her son's relationship with your daughter. And frankly, I wanted to crawl under the table. It got so graphic. It was very, she discussed, sexual acts, and I was just sitting there almost like a voyeur. I didn't, and I sort of sneaked a look at you, and you didn't break stride.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I think parents will do anything. I think parents, we're so desperate for resolution. We're so desperate for somebody just to come forward with the truth. And would have and will still do anything.
But not to push her buttons, but when she was talking about the sex stuff, that didn't I felt so uncomfortable. You didn't feel uncomfortable.
No, I just wanted to give her love.
Beth Holloway is still with us in New York. Her new book is Loving Natalie. Beth, it occurred to me as I was watching this, the Calpo brothers. Did you ever meet their mother or go to their home?
No, I never met their mother. I only had the one instance where I had a quick meeting with Deepak, but no, I never met her.
Your attention is focused on correct me if I'm wrong, on Joran, it seems, and even in our own discussions, we so rarely talk about the Calpos. Am I right in that your attention is focused on him and not those two?
I think we've probably been focused on probably more so Deepak Kalpoe rather than Satish, and it's just because Satish has been so quiet during this entire ordeal. So, I think we've kept the focus on two of the suspects, but however, all three of them still remain suspects.
When you see Anita and Paul on that video, what are your thoughts towards them?
Greta, as I'm watching this video, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing an American in a desperate situation in a foreign country trying to find help. And Greta, no parent should have to endure everything that we went through. And I think about just being there at their home and sitting there and just desperate, trying to get people, officials, the family to speak to us. And it's just reprehensible to me that we felt as if we were just left to try to navigate this whole ordeal. And I just, as I said, Greta, no parent should endure what we did. And, that is why I wrote the book. And it just brings it all back such full circle here tonight as to the challenges that we face when you have a crisis in a foreign country.
And I assume the viewers have figured it out, but that video that we are seeing for the first time here at Fox News Channel is of Natalie when she was a child. It's the first time we're seeing this. Boy, it sure, when you see video of someone, it certainly humanizes them, doesn't it? It's not just a story. You remember that it's a real person. Obviously, for you, the mother, it's differently, but for us as the viewers, watching Natalie even playing as she is.
Well, it is. I mean, it's just... it brings it back, and absolutely, Greta. It's been a long journey, but we really like to look forward to of just things that we can give and give the parents the tools and equipments that they need in order to prepare their travelers. Because as you can see, before we left these borders, I mean, Natalie, we were not prepared, Greta. Of course, we were naive on the expectations that what we were going to receive as help when we were in an emergency situation. And well, I see it just clearly now, just firsthand.
And then when you see that when you said goodbye to her at 4 o'clock in the morning, when you just sent her off on the trip, who would have guessed that was the last time you'd be seeing her? Beth, thank you as always.
Thanks, Greta.
Coming up, for 2 years, Beth has been frustrated by Aruban police and prosecutors. Still, we were shocked by what we found when we went inside the Nord police station. The place Beth went the first night she arrived in Aruba.
Is anybody here, please? Is this an Aruban police station? Help, please?